Welcome back. Going to the chiropractor can benefit you in so many ways, especially if you're pretty active, like both Abby and myself.
Exactly. And here to tell us how to get results at the chiropractor is Dr. Paul Beckham from All Seasons Full Body Chiropractic. Dr. Beckham, thank you so much for joining us. So what exactly does full body mean?
What does full body mean is basically with the practice, I guess that's why we named it that, is because, you know, most chiropractic offices you're thinking of kind of your spine, your neck and your back, right? Well, that's where we get started basically at our office. What we do is more extremity and sports care. So we're literally trying to look at your whole body frame, because a lot of times it's not just your spine that's causing the problem, it's your shoulders or your hips or something like that, or that's what we have the screening processes for.
So explain what the screening process is, or explain the process of, I'm a new patient, I'm coming into your office. What does that look like for me?
What does that look like? Basically, every patient that comes into the office is going to go through three kind of core screening tests that we have. One is a movement screen that kind of screens out whether or not you have a problem in your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your back, or your hips, legs, and knees. And from there, there's also a posture picture that we take that measures even where your posture's at, so you can kind of see it for yourself, as well as a surface EMG that looks at the stress on your nerves and muscles along your spine. So all those tests together help us to kind of determine, you know, not so that we're not chasing the pain, but we're trying to find where the problem is at.
And trying to find a solution as well.
Yeah.
That's great. What are some common things that you see people walk into the office for every time that you, or one of the most common ones?
One of the most common ones, the most common things that we see have, I guess, patients come in are like shoulder issues that, you know, they might think they have a neck problem and then there's actually a shoulder issue that we need to deal with there, or even lower back problems and it's actually a hip. So, like I say, that's where those screening processes help us kind of narrow down what's causing the problem so we can get down to the root cause and not just chase their pain.
And that's what I was just kind of thinking. If I come in usually with a back problem, you will look at other aspects too, because it might be in my shoulders or in my neck and not just my back.
Yeah, and that's what the initial screening tests really kind of help us narrow down, is that, you know, is the problem really just in your back, or is it actually showing that there's some problems someplace else that we maybe need to discuss? So.
And is that what you believe makes your office so different than other chiropractors in the area? Because sometimes you can get so filled with all the different offices in the valley and you don't know really which one's the best fit. What makes yours stand out from the other ones?
Well, it's more that, like I say, I mean, most chiropractic offices are looking at the nerves and how that's kind of controlling everything. We're looking at that as well, but we're also looking at your whole musculoskeletal system, basically through what's called your kinetic chain. So starting at your feet and working up and making sure that everything is working properly so that you don't have problems coming back, and we're not just dealing only with the nerve aspect of things.
Sure. And when you're getting adjusted, do you use any tools, or is it all hands-on? How does that work?
A little bit of both. Okay. I mean, it really even sometimes depends on, you know, what each individual person likes, but most of it is manual hands-on, and we do have different instruments that we can use as well.
That's great.
So are your patients seeing a little different results than just getting your back adjusted?
Yeah, I mean, generally, like even with the initial screening tests that we do, the tests, patients can see what isn't working right, we can get them treated, and they can see immediately that day that, okay, yeah, this is much, much better. So there shouldn't be any questions of whether or not what we're doing is helping them or not.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people will probably be coming to your office before back to school. A lot of parents want to get readjusted, probably some kids too. Where's the best place to reach you, and where's your office located?
The best place to reach us, you can call obviously at 701-356-0016. Almost gave out my cell phone number there. That would not be good. Or you can get us on our website, which is just drpaulbeckham.com. Basically, yeah, bring the kids in. I mean, the screening tests that we use are used by, you know, the NFL, MLB, NBA. I mean, all these teams. So they're definitely things that are used all over the place, and hopefully it can be helpful to you.
All right, Dr. Beckham, thank you so much for joining us this morning on North Dakota Today. Coming up, we're talking some Java. I know I need a little bit to wake up this morning. Abby is set. We'll see you soon on North Dakota Today.